Alright guys, today's video is sponsored by SofaBaton, and honestly, this might be one of the most underrated smart home gadget I've tested in very long time. So this right here is the new SofaBaton X2 Universal Remote. And if you remember the old Logitech Harmony remotes that basically disappeared from the market, it feels like the modern flagship replacement everyone's been waiting for. Because let's be honest, modern setups are getting ridiculous now. TV remote, soundbar remote, LED remote, and somehow every single one disappears exactly when you needed it. And after using the X2 for a while, going back to multiple remotes honestly feel ancient. So today, I'll show you the setup, features, real-life usage, and whether this is actually worth buying in 2026. So as usual, let's start with the unboxing. Let's go! So my first impression straight away. This does not feel like one of those cheap universal remotes from years ago. Inside the box you get the SofaBaton X2 remote, the smart hub, eye-air repeater, magnetic charging dock, charging cable, and all the setup accessories what you needed. And honestly, the first thing I noticed it was the build quality. These things feel seriously premium. The remote has the one-piece zinc alloy frame with a sun-blasted finish, and it genuinely feels more like holding a flagship smartphone than a normal remote. Then on the front you've got this 2.4-inch HD touchscreen, which instantly makes the whole experience feel modern. The UI is clean, responsive, and honestly very beginner friendly. Now let's speak about the setup, and setting this up was actually way more easier than I expected. You connect everything through the SofaBaton app, add your devices, and the app automatically detects most things pretty quickly. For me, I tested it with my main OLED TV, another TV, a soundbar system, LED lights, and some smart home accessories. And within a pretty short time, everything was running through a single remote. And this is where the X2 become really useful. Because this thing supports infrared, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and RF control together, meaning it can manage over 49 devices simultaneously from over 6,000 brands and 500,000 supported devices, which honestly is insane compatibility. And now my favorite feature by far has to be the one-touch activities. And this is the point where the X2 stopped feeling like just another gadget and actually became useful in daily life. So for example, I created a custom movie mode. One button press. Turns on both TVs or single TV, how you want it. Powers on the soundbar system. Switches HDMI input if you want, if you not, just leave it out. Turns on the LED lights and gets the entire room ready automatically. And once you start using this, you genuinely don't want to go back, especially if you've got multiple TVs, a gaming room, home theater setup, small light, sound system. It just simplifies everything massively. And for me personally, as someone who constantly tests tech products and changes setups around, having one central controller honestly makes a huge difference. And now let's speak about the smart features. What I also really like is that SofaBaton clearly designed for the enthusiast too, not only casual users. The X2 supports Alexa, Google Assistant, and even Home Assistant with IP control support. And compared to cheaper universal remotes I've tested before, this feels much faster and much more responsive. Commands register quickly, switching devices feel smooth, and the touchscreen interaction genuinely feels modern instead of clunky. And honestly, that's important. Because a universal remote controller, it must be your daily life simplify, not makes more annoying. Now let's speak about the charging dock and the daily experience. Another thing I ended up appreciating way more than I expected is the magnetic charging dock. It sounds like a small feature, but it actually changed the experience a lot. Instead of leaving the remote somewhere random, it always has a proper place on the desk or TV cabinet or beside the sofa, and it's always charged and ready to use. The included hub and infrared repeater also help a lot for larger rooms or more complicated setups. And overall, the entire ecosystem it just feels very well polished. So after using the SofaBaton X2 for a while now, I honestly understand why so many people compare it to the old Logitech Harmony remotes, because right now there really aren't many premium universal remote left on the market, and the X2 genuinely feels like a modern flagship version of that idea. So guys, you've got premium build quality, massive compatibility, smart home integrations, one-touch automation, fast response times, and a really polished overall experience. So if you want to check it out for yourself, I will leave the Amazon links in the description below. Let's go and check it out. And a huge thanks to SofaBaton to sending me this product over. It was a pleasure to use it, a pleasure to test it, and I'll make sure I will use it every day in my life from now on. It's just a very good product. I absolutely recommend it, guys. And as always, if you enjoy guys the video, please hit the subscribe button, a like, and put down your thoughts in the comment down below. And put your comments down in the comment section below. Yes. It was Akos from ATech Flow. It was a SofaBaton X2 Remote Universal Controller from SofaBaton, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!